Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode live from the Godfather's vacation spot of the Fuente and Meerapfel present Meet the Professor. Hello, world.
Hey, Jeremiah, how are you, buddy?
Well, I'm doing well. I'm surrounded by greenery. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. And I have you in front of me. So what could go wrong?
Yeah, tell me about it. It's funny that a lot of people say that we have like dream jobs that we hardly work, we do this, we just move around, we're
Talk
on
for yourself,
planes.
Jose.
But listen, today we had with our distributor and his whole team a beautiful training session, and thank you for taking part of it. It shows you the will that people have to sacrifice family time, and they all took their time because they wanted to do this another training seminar, prepare for our virtuals. I promised them that next year, if you allow me to come into Israel, go there. It's been on my bucket list for years.
I don't know. I don't know if the Mossad's going to let you in, man.
Yeah,
Because
probably not.
you're a shady character. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna-
But I look forward to it's been on my bucket list for years. So many things, so much history. But more than anything else, we have a partner that have been in the business for years. True partners and family-owned business. People who care.
Oh, they're wonderful people. It was a pleasure to see Mr. Levy this morning. His father was a very good friend of ours, and unfortunately passed away recently. May God bless his soul. And his son now, who has taken the torch, and he's doing it with style. He's doing it with passion. He's doing it with dedication. And we're very, very proud to be partnered with such a wonderful, wonderful family. So, Mr. Gadi Levy, if you're watching the show today, this one's dedicated to you and to your beautiful family.
Definitely good people. He's going to Dortmund. He looks forward to, he sees you once in a while. I saw him a year ago, but he's really looking forward to see Carlito. He says he hasn't seen Carlito in many years, but
in many years, that's right.
It is what it is.
Talking about good people, we have a hell of a person that's come on the show today. Somebody who doesn't need much presenting because he's become world famous because of his talent, because of his good looks, because of his wonderful style, and I think more than anything because of a talent and the magic fingers. I really think that have put him to the top of the industry in terms of his contribution and in terms of the products which he's releasing. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please bring out a warm welcome to one of the most talented artists in our entire industry, the one and only Manny Iriarte. Manny, it's a pleasure and honor to have you on the show with us today.
Thank you. Finally, the professor. Hello.
Yeah. This is your Manny. You keep forgetting, and you're younger than me. You've been on the show before, so maybe you don't remember, but you were on the show maybe a year and a half ago. This is the second time around.
Yeah. No, I was.
You were one of the first people to come on the show.
Yeah.
One of the very, very first guests to have on the show.
Tinkerbell.
But I do agree that back then, the professor was a lot younger, and you might not recognize him today because he looks like shit. But long story short, we're on the same show.
Jeremiah, I'm 30 years older than you, and I look better than you. So stop this.
30. You're 130 years older than I.
Okay, guys, thank you. One more time, because that's you are doing for the industry is very important. Because every single Sunday, people are looking for, maybe people didn't see live, see tomorrow or tonight, but it's very important that you keep alive that's kind of interrogatory, right? That kind of conversation with the host, the invite people. This is very important for the industry. We came just for the PCA in Vegas, and we feel another things. We feel a new enthusiast. A lot of people very happy. I saw people walking around, old friends, so many years, and I saw a vibe. It's another vibe that I feel. I don't know if you feel the same, but it's like a comeback. That's PCA, IPCPR, whatever, RTDA. So we really love it, especially with my new venue, with my new people. It was amazing. I don't know if you feel the same, but I came out with from Vegas very, very happy.
You know, Manny, you said something interesting, and we might use that as a tagline: PCA, the comeback kid. Because to be honest, and I've said it, it's been the best show for me in the last 5 years. Because what people don't understand, it's not about the quantity; it's about the quality. It was the companies that had to be there, the family-owned companies, the
Yeah,
companies that care about the consumer, that care about the retailers, that care about their fellow manufacturers. Everybody was there hugging, saying, hello, how's business? What can we do for you? What can we help? Because a lot of people, and I hope and I wish that the retailers would take in consideration what family business is all about. Of course, the bottom line is to make money, but more to make money is to keep on being part of the greatest industry in the world. And Manny, you know I've known you for many years. A lot of people know you as Fadul, like I know you like Fadul. It's a thing we have going on with a politician in Dominican. But just look at you, and we'll start talking about you. People talk about the American dream. The American dream doesn't come because you came to America. The American dream comes because you work for it. So we're going to start off with you. You were born in Cuba. You came here, but things were not easy in the beginning. Let's talk a little bit about that.
I came.
Manny, we're
Thank
going to
you.
make it very easy. You're going to tell everybody that you came to the United States. Everything was incredible. It was a dream come true until you met Jose Blanco.
You know what? Sometimes we call the American dream, and some Cuban joke say this American nightmare. Okay, because it's not easy. It's not easy. I came 2000. I'm being like a 22 years in the United States, and for me, it's the best decision that I made in my life. I escaped from the communists. I escaped from Cuba. It's a long story how I came, it was a process, but this country opened the doors that you have the chance, you have the opportunity to express yourself, bright yourself, shine yourself, because it's you. Okay, it's not for because people help you or you have a contact or there are a lot of circumstances that you can count that. In my case, I working very hard just to justify why I escaped from Cuba, why I left people behind me, why I left behind my family, my mother, everyone. So this is the day by day. I had to be proud of myself first. I had to be proud of this beautiful country that's given the chance. And you know what? The rest is a story. I'm being the industry. I came from Cuba. I had to pass the test of the Florida Board of Education to become a certified teacher or bachelor degree in physical education or the education system. And I started in the cigar industry like in 2006, 2007, taking picture of a cigar. I came from with that drive from Cuba, that the photography. I Yes, I came from that because I bring my camera and I working very hard. I knock a lot of doors, a lot of doors. I knock a lot of doors. I remember when I started in Libre Havana, 2006, 2007. So my father's cigar was a little tiny store, a little tiny office. I started knocking the door, show my pictures. This is amazing. Now it's a dream come true, but the dream they didn't come easy. Okay, it has day by day. including today. Today is day by day with my new venue, my new project, my new uh, venture is very hard day by day. So thank God, United States, thank you to this beautiful country that give me the chance to feel proud of a guy that I wanna made a success one day in the life. In Cuba, it's impossible. It was impossible.
Manny, even though I remember Calle Ocho, Pepin, that little factory next to Ernie's old factory and cigar shop. But all of a sudden, also, we can't leave out Eddie Calvino and Cigar Snob. So, how did you guys hook up? Because I still know you guys have a great relationship, and you're very, very close. So, how did that happen with Eric?
No, this is funny story. I was a okay. I become a pastor board of education system, Miami-Dade Public School. So I'm a teacher, full-time teacher, physical education teacher, and my part-time, my free time was personal training. At the same time, I taking pictures. So I was taking pictures of cigar because a friend of mine that's living in Essen, Germany, that every single year that we went to Dortmund, we saw him. It's Pedro Herrera. He gave me a box of Cuban cigars to a gift. So I started playing around with the cigars, Cuba, Little Havana, my Cuban heritage. I started taking pictures of cigar, and at that time I was a personal trainer. So there is a character that you everybody know who is the guy. The guy name is Angel Elizalde that's working with ASP Enterprise, the tobacco grower. So this this character was a client of that gym. So one another personal trainer told me, Manny, do you like the picture of a cigar? I have a client that's working in the cigar industry. This is was the started, um, Jose. So he introduced me Angelito. I show Angelito my picture of cigar. Angelito contact Eric Albino. I have a meeting with Eric Albino because Angelito told him that the pictures of cigar are beautiful. So that it was the breaking point that I met Eric Albino for the very first time in Miami Beach in the Starbucks coffee, show him my picture of cigar. So this was the real and the truth. This is the real story. How Eric Albino, myself become a very good friend because he saw my picture. He discovered something behind. He saw something that nobody see it. So he talked to me about the magazine. It's a Florida Cigar Snob. He invited me to be part of the magazine, collaborate, taking pictures. So with Eric Albino and with Cigar Snob magazine, I traveled the entire United States. I traveled out of the United States to thank Cigar Snob. I met a lot of people. I met for the very first time. I met you for the very first time. I met Meerapfel, of course, but Eric, they're one of my best friends in the United States, and I still support the magazine. He was the one of the first person that believed in my art, in my vision of cigar-related beauty is in, and I love him. I really love him. We are still very good friends.
Eric, and we can't leave out Jamilet either because Cigar Snob without
No,
Jamilet is not the
with
same thing.
with Eric, the entire packaging, the entire packaging, Yamile, Ivan, you know.
I know they're good people. We've had them on the show, and when we had them on the show, we mentioned you. Okay, you know, a lot of people ask me, and I know more or less because Carlito has told me, and you told me the story. But I think a lot of people would like to know because you and Carlito are very, very close, and we're just going to leave out some of the stuff you guys have done together because it's, you know, what happens in some places has to stay in some places. But how did you and Carlito meet up?
We have a friend on commons. The name is Michael Burnes. He's one of my dear best friend in this country too. So Michael, when I started working with Cigars No at the very beginning, he have the magazines Selecta. Selecta magazine have the section that they use. He fill a page in every single issue related with cigars because he's a very fanatic of cigars. So he saw my pictures. A lot of people or some friends tell him that I taking pictures of cigars. He contacted me and easily he gave me my first assignment for the magazine. He said, "You know what? I have a column that I have to write about cigar, and I want to use your picture." So he gave me a Fuente Opus X cigar box. I take some shots, I take some beauty shots, product shot, and I give it to him. When he saw the result, he became crazy. He started calling me, started becoming friends, and he have another friend that is a friend of mine. Is Arturo Sandoval. So one day we smoking together at Arturo. He invite Carlito. He introduced me Carlito. Of course, Carlito know me for the industry before a little bit, but in the sense of friendship and the close relationship, it was Michael. Michael that introduced us. We started uh, doing some connection of spend time together, spend time with friends, with family. So people think that everything with Fuente family or Carlito or all my design or whatever, it was very fast. It's not. Carlito and myself, we have a rule that we become friends before work. So we have a good relationship, like a friendship, almost 2 years, and we get a point that we know each other very well. We know like a friends, like a friend of the school, like a friend of the neighbor. We know the bad and the good thing of each one. So he know my family, I know the entire family. And one day he decided to give me the chance to try to change a little bit about his image in magazine. So remember the iconic father and son image of this is in everywhere. It's the most notorious image of the Fuente family around the world. It was in the magazine, and I started doing some shot. He sent me all the stuff from my house, boxes, stands, cigars, a lot of things, and I started taking pictures, made collage, made some timeline image, um, and I showed him, and I showed three versions of the spray page magazine, and he loved one. He rejected the another two. It was a very interesting night. That's I was so nervous because I given to the guy that he's my role model in the industry the chance that he loved my art or he loved my concepts. So he fell in love with that. He's always changed something because he's always changing. In my vision, he put the magic of him, and that in that time everything started. Everything started for the first time. I started running all the magazine. I started changing a little bit. Then 2013 is 100 years of the family. So it's the IPCPR or RTDA, I don't remember. So they want to change the booth decoration. Remember, and I came out with idea. They have the roof with the dome, very 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 expensive change, and he explained me that what is his vision, and I in 24 hours I made it. I made it in my house. I made it. I sent it to him. I showed it to him, and everything, every single design, every single project, every single concept is very fast in the sense that I build, I communicate with him, and he touches the final touches, the final the magic things, and it's done. It's no agency. It's no uh, office. It's nothing related with the school. It's nothing related with a professional process protocol to do something that explode the market after that. So it's me and him always. My also the time is in nighttime, drinking, smoking, brainstorming. This is the way that we decide. We design things. So we become friends first, and then the rest is a story.
By the way, Jeremiah, does everybody know where Carlito is?
I was
He's,
just
he's
about to
around.
bring, I
He's
was
around.
just about to bring somebody on the show to validate this story. Let's see if it checks out.
Oh my God. Adios. I'm leaving.
Oh, you're leaving. Oh, what is that?
You were waiting for the other finger, but I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm going to wait for another 10 or 15 minutes to get into the show because we have a very we have a very special guest. Yeah, Manny, we have so many memories together, so true. And you're absolutely right. It takes, it really is it's kudos to you, man, a feather in your cap, because I am not one to easily open my world or my vision, or it took a long time, but it was that bond, that friendship, getting to know you, getting to know the human being you are, getting to know the friend you became, and not only my friend but my friends. And it's something that's very very special. You talk about Eric and everything. I remember the day he came to the other house, and yes, it's a lot of things that we've gone through together. um, always good things, challenges, yes, but always great things. And it always turns out to, every time with time, it just continues to improve and get better and better. And it's almost, I was a musician for many years. And, I remember the leader of the band, all he had to do is just touch the guitar, a certain thing. I already felt it. I was playing the organ, hand me between. I knew what the next song was. And I was right there, and that's how our relationship has synchronized. That when we do things together, I don't even have to, I just tell you this and what colors I'm seeing, and that, and you interpret and you take it to another level. And it's a magic formula that, to be able to have someone that not only you admire and you respect, but you're able to achieve so many incredible results with. And it's not only cigar labels. You're talking about, you know LVMH. You're talking about a lot of work you've done, even with Stefano Ricci, and all the different things. And it just goes on and on and on. You mentioned the booth. I was 2 years trying to get an Ybor City look or whatever to pay tribute to our culture for our 100th anniversary, and we just got to a standstill. No different than the Padron box when I called you up and I said, "Man, we got to get this out. We're a standstill." And you say, "I'll be in Santiago tomorrow." You come to Santiago and you start getting the ideas, knock it out like this. You get us our idea, and you help me put it together. And everything we've done has been that way. You're just a phone call away. And I just want to say thank you.
Thank you, Papa. No, thank you for the chance. Thank you for the opportunity. It's like that. It's like that. This is the. It's like a team that we have for two people, two persons, and I always remind people that the appreciation that you have that you give me that chance to work with you, because you are the artist too. You are a, you are the artist, and that connection, like you say, is magic. Nobody trained us to do that, and it's totally organic magic. So it's priceless. Every single project that we do, every single project is the total success. Is it's magic. Thank you, Babo. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Manny.
Manny, you know that many artists have different ways of getting their inspiration. Could be the mountain, could be the river, could be a friend, could be with a drink, could be with a smoke, could be with many,
Jose,
many
with
things.
Jose, it's a little blue pill. Everybody has their own way.
Talk for yourself, talk for Carlito. I know Manny doesn't need it, so leave that out of here. This is a serious conversation. You guys, you know what? You and Carlito, I hope you're not seeing both the same doctor and the same shrink, because you know what? He's fucking taking your money. You're out of control. Manny, serious. Everybody has different ways of.
Sure. One thing's for sure. Maybe you should visit our tailor once in a while.
Well, you know what? The funny thing about that is Carlito's tailor and my tailor are the same tailor.
No, he's Taylor. No, please don't talk about that.
In Spanish,
No.
Carlito and I have a tailor in New Delhi. He's an Indian man.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
when I
sure
see,
make sure you take all your heritage with you.
You know what? When I see Elias Chamberlain, your tailor for more than 40 years and mine for 40 years, I'm gonna tell him what you said on this program. You're gonna be screwed.
Pablo, in Spanish, a tailor is called a sastre.
Sastre.
I refer him to a desastre, a disaster. There's
Why
no
do you
time he's ever done anything right.
Then why do you use him for 30 years?
Because I call him and I tell him everything. You no other human being will ever look at me again. And then he comes running and he's, I'll fix it. I feel sorry, and I keep giving him chances.
Yeah. I know that story for the chances for the last 30 years.
The honest truth, he puts up with my shit, man.
Yeah, I know that it is. And he is a good tailor.
Not many people could do that.
And he's a good tailor. But going back to serious stuff, Manny, like I said, a lot of people get their inspiration on different things. I know. How do you get your inspiration?
Jose, I didn't go to school. I never go to school the photography. I never go to school the design. Never in my life. Every single setup that I put in my camera, because I started the photography, I put it because it's repetition. Repetition. It's a training. When I was an athlete, I was almost 20 years swimming in the Cuba. I represent Cuba, and I was that kind of athlete that has to training. It's not a talent. I had to train. Don't miss a session of training, and in photography and design, is repetition every day, and then the magic can. Okay, even no cigar. Even when I design another thing not related with cigar, it's a magic that came. I think that's people born with that. Okay, it's a little ugly.
Manny, you need to have pity on this old man here. He's been training for 200 years. He still hasn't reached. Go easy on him.
You know what?
It's okay.
Failure
is not a problem. Okay.
There's people who are assholes that are big assholes, and these two are the worst. I can't believe it. You know what?
Wait. Talking about assholes. A big shout out to the great club, the Asshole Club of cigar lovers around the world.
That's right.
We have a new president, by the way. So hats off to the new president. Congratulations.
Yes,
Guy, I didn't know that tension in this program is like that. I thought it's so more calm, more.
No. You should.
Wait. Time out. Listen, time out. I'm frustrated. The other day I was half an hour trying to get Steve Saka to let me speak. Okay, So Jose, please have a little respect. But Manny, welcome to the family.
Yeah.
This is a
Thank you.
family affair of family
Yeah.
businesses, of families who, needle each other and just have a great time, man. So
That's
welcome.
good. No, this is
Okay,
about it. This is what about it. Sunday,
Manny.
relax, love,
Yeah, yeah.
enjoy.
Manny,
Awesome.
listen to
So
this.
going back to practice, Jose, there's no point of breaking your wrists. It's going to be fine.
Manny, I heard what you say, Manny, but even though, athletes train and train and train, but even you could train as much as you have. But if you don't have the talent, it doesn't matter how much. But even if you have the talent, you have to have the inspiration. All the great painters, all the great poets, all the great writers get inspired on something. So my
Okay,
question to
I
you
gonna.
is
I got it.
that what's your
I got it.
what makes Manny Iriarte tick? When you're just totally blocked, you go to somewhere where you get your inspiration. Could be under the tree, could be in the garage, could be smoking a cigar, could be hearing un guaguancó. So where does Manny
I wanna.
Iriarte get his
I
inspiration?
think. I think that is the force that I escaped from Cuba. I think is the hungry that um, try to avoid in my mind because now I can eat, right. So I think this is a frustration that I have, that I has to escape from the country that I born and raised, that I don't supposed to do it. I have to do it. So every day is inspiration for me. Every day has to be a successful day. It has to be a bright day than yesterday. So the inspiration that when I because talking the truth, the 80% or 90% of my career is cigar industry, and the 70 or 75% of that 89% is Carlito Fuente things, Opus X, brand, Fuente, Arturo Fuente. So I think I took so much energy from Carlito to all those. It's not because he's right here. The thing is, I I spent so much time with him that I absorb a lot of energy from him, a lot of artists, a lot of vision, a lot of imagination, all the expression that he saw for the life and broadcast in feelings. This is for me. This is a big part of the inspiration. Okay, because even my I don't know, my family told me that I have I have team that is related with Carlito, look like a him. Okay, you're like a him. I'm an OCD. I'm a, you know what? This is a lot of things at the same time. So sometimes I'm 52. Maybe people say, no, you are like a 80 years old guy that's is very with the protocol inside the mind. This is a lot of shit. This is a lot of crazy thing that I feeling sometime, and I think that's it's a mix of things. It's a mix. It's a mix of all the experience in Cuba, all the thing that I had to do. Then the teacher that I have right here, because he is one of my best teachers, and this is a mix. It's an inspiration, physical inspiration. Listen, when I have a very good idea, very good idea, I wanna confess something. But the very first time, I have to eat cereal with milk. Okay, every single design that I have, I have I have to eating cereal with milk. In the same milk and in the same cereal for 20 years. I can't change. Okay, so this is maybe a funny thing, eclectic thing, but it's true. It's true. I have to have the same brand and the same brand all the time in my refrigerator. So if you want a physical thing for inspiration, we're gonna do the cereal with milk. But that's true. That's true. But I think in the mind, everything that I explained before, the connection between Cuba, the connection between that's hungry every day, be better in this country, and next to the experience and all the learning process that I've been next to Carlito all the time, uh, I think it is the key. This is the key for uh, put the trigger in something that I have in my mind.
Manny, let me ask you this. We have here in this panel two families, the Meerapfel family and the Fuente family. Very respectful.
Well,
Jeremiah's family's.
It depends with who, but let's just call it. Let's just say that once in a while, when you behave, we'll be respectful.
Even if I'm going to talk nice about him, at least Carlito was quiet. But we have two respectful families here. Jeremiah, I think it's the 11th generation. They go back to, who knows, maybe the Vikings, and Carlito for 112 years. But I bring up the family business because now Manny Iriarte and your partners or family business. We at the PCA saw 99% of family-owned business. It didn't matter if it was a company selling 200,000 cigars or making 40 million cigars. It's all family-owned. So to you as a family-owned business person, what does it mean for you to be part of a group of people that are family-owned as a proud owner of a business?
It's extremely priceless feeling because I'm being the IPCPR or whatever PCA. I'm being 15 years straight, and the last 10, 12 with Carlito in the Fuente family booth. So I know what is that you mean with that. I know a big corporation, a big name with a lot of people with another objective in their company and the life always get jealous because they are a family business next to them. Okay, family business is the most crucial and the most important thing in everything. And the people that make pizza and the people that make a sandwich, okay, family business is a mom and pop business. They have, this is the most important thing. Be part of the family business, especially partnership with the one of the most extremely successful family in the industry is priceless, Jose. It's priceless. I'm representing, it's my second year. The first year was almost two people only. David and my partner, myself. That's it. Fighting, representing Fuente, of course. Okay? This is, but it's a family business. It's not a corporation. Now, this is the second year, and I feel for the very first time that we it been recognizing, starting being recognizing more and more and more. Um, I know what you mean. Family Meerapfel have a lot of years in the cigar industry, like a family, like a name of the family, Carlito too. And now I'm adding myself to that group. Humbly try to add into that group, that special group. What am I gonna say?
I know. But Manny, listen to this.
I'd like to add something, Jose, because Manny's put a point on something which is very, very important. And he's talking about family business and more specifically the Fuente family business. And this is something which we as a family have experience in as well, in a similar way to Manny, in a different way, but in a similar way. And I'd like to say a few words about it because I think it's very important. The Fuente family, for anybody who's ever worked with them, and I think Manny said this, and I'm gonna say it a little bit differently, and I'm sure he's gonna agree with me. They're very captivating in terms of a family and in terms of people. They're captivating because they're so talented. They're captivating because they're so committed. And they're captivating because, and let me get Carlito out of here so he doesn't hear what I see. What he doesn't hear what I say. They're captivating because they're so good at what they do. And Carlito is a genius in what he does. He's a spiritual genius. He's a creative genius. I'm sure Manny could go on for hours and hours and hours about this. Just sees things. Can you hear me? Are you there?
Yes, we hear
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
The way Carlito sees things and the way he drives things is just, it's incredible. And I think that anybody who's can you still hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Okay. I think anybody who's worked with his family will agree that there's something magic about it. There's something particular about it. There's something which is special about it.
Yeah.
And even though it's a
We lost Meerapfel, right?
Yeah, we lost him.
Are you?
He's back.
Hello?
Yeah. We hear you.
Okay, good. It's the first time I ever say something nice about Carlito publicly, and it throws me off the broadcasting system. But what I was saying is, even though it's family business, and there are a lot of family business out there which are extraordinary and which bring extra value, the Fuente family does have something very specifically magical about who they are and the way they work. And I see this with Manny. I see this with other people. I see this with myself, with my father, who's very, very connected. And Carlito's leadership does bring out in people, in everybody, something special. He gives people the inspiration to want to go the extra mile. He gives people the inspiration to want to do something out of the ordinary. He gives people the inspiration to do something special. And even though obviously that benefits, Fuente and their organization, and it brings them to the levels which they've reached, what it also does is it gives their partners a chance to be out of the ordinary. It gives their partners a chance to exist, and it gives their partners a chance to be special. And whether it's Manny, whether it's the Meerapfel family, or anybody else who has ever had the honor and pleasure of serving the Fuente family, this is something which I just wanted to give a few minutes about, because for all the people listening and for the future generations watching this show, you need to know what the actual connections are. And Manny, maybe you can say a few more words about this, because I'm sure you understand exactly what I'm speaking about.
No, I know. You nail it. So it's like you say, he captivating. He captivating everyone. But when you, like I say at the beginning, we become a friend before work. So it's not like most of the time people do that. Okay, we become a friend. So it's like a friend, like a neighbor friends. It's like we went to the school. We have passed time together. So after that, those friends have to work together. So we know each other more deeper than the normal business partner do, right? So, and you are essentially 100% right. It's special. He made us be special, work with them.
I have to say something because I have to add to this. All three of you know that
Jose, it'll happen to you as well. Don't worry. It'll take some time.
Yeah. I've known Carlito for probably close to now 35 years. And I can tell you something. Carlito brings out the best in people. If people are honest, hard worker, serious, committed, and loyal. And I have to say, in these 2.5 years, even though he's busting my balls all the time and I bust his balls, I got to tell you something. I look at cigars in a different way today than I looked at them. And I've worked with great companies and great people. And people that I'm here today because of what I taught, what I learned from them, what I collaborated with them, and what I did for them. But I can tell you this, Carlito brings out the best in people. And going back to Manny, Manny, I have to say something. You work with two of the most prestigious companies outside of Fuente in the world that do not easily let other people work with them, which is our friends at DuPont and with our friends at Ellie Blue. So how do you feel that, and
So
also
Jose,
Hublot,
before
and
we move
also
on,
Hublot?
sorry to interrupt. Before we move on, can we bring Carlito back in? Because I didn't want
Yep,
him to hear all of this stuff about him because he might get a big head. But now
his
now
head
that
is
we said
big.
what we had to say, can we bring him back in?
Put it
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Put it back.
All
Put
right,
it
let's
back.
bring him back
Bring
in.
him back. Okay.
All right, Poppy, you can listen
Hold it.
again.
Come on. Hold it. Hold it a minute. Hold it.
Hi guys.
Hey,
Hi
Jasper.
Carlita. Hi. Hi
Hi, Jasper.
Jeremiah.
Hey,
So this
Jasper, how
is
you doing, champion?
It's 2 minutes of fame. Carlito, we all said nice things about you, but I think Jeremiah said he hopes your head doesn't get bigger than what it is. I didn't say that. It was Jeremiah.
If it's growing, it's because, have you seen your forehead, how big it is? It grows with time. It grows with fortune. For getting to that age that you see things differently, you see things softly. And
That's
if you
true.
see things softly, you don't pierce through them. You analyze every feeling, every sensitivity of that touch. And that's the stage I'm at. So,
You
you
still
know
have
what?
100. You still have another 100 or 200 years to go before you reach that.
You know what? I'm counting them a decade at a time, and then I'll go 5 years at a time, and then I'll go 1 year at a time, and then eventually 1 week at a time. But I'm not going to give up yet. There's too many beautiful people in my life that I'm depending on, that I know that want me around, and for them is what it's what motivates me, inspires me, and really honestly keeps the fire burning in my chest.
Well,
Manny, I
listen,
asked you the,
if Jose stops babbling, maybe he'll let our guest of honor say something.
yeah, but I want him to answer the question. What's wrong with you guys? Take your medicine, Jeremiah. You have to go the dosage.
Jose, what was the question? I didn't hear it. What was the question?
No, okay. I said to Manny, Manny, how does it feel for you to work with some of the greatest brands in the world? Hublot, DuPont, and Ellie Blue, because those people don't work with everybody. You can't come out of like Guadalajara, whatever, and say like, "Hey, I want to make this, I want to make that, I have $1 million." That's not the way those companies work. They look at the person, they look at the company, they look at the talent, and then they say, "Yes, we could work with you."
Jose, if you listen to Manny, he didn't come from Guadalajara. He's from Cuba.
Cuba.
Okay. And his name's Manny Iriarte. But anyways, he'll answer your question.
No, listen. First, if you go to the Rio de Janeiro at the favelas, right? And
Oh,
you see
shit.
a little soccer 7-6-7, or you go to Argentina at the poor neighbor, and you see the 5-6 years old with the skill playing with the ball. If you don't have those kids the opportunity, they have a talent, but if you don't have the opportunity, you're never gonna see this kid playing the World Cup. Okay, it's like that. It's like a baseball player in Dominican Republic and Cuba. It's the same shit. Okay, so working with that big giant of the luxury is because they give me the opportunity through Carlito Fuente. It's easy. Okay, it's because Fuente is because he first believed in me, in my art, in my vision, and he put me in front of them like a tool, like a main tool. So when they told me, when they saw me, when they digest my vision, my thing, now the talents come again, and they accept it because it's very ugly talking about myself, but they saw something else. Okay, and even Carlito, even whatever, if they don't see something else for giving to that names more shiny things, they don't accept it. This is very easy. Okay, so that's the chance and the appreciation that Carlito give me that chance to work with them, and the rest is a history. They love me They work with me and several times. Hublot is a priceless feeling. Do something with Hublot. Uh, 5 watches, the longest relationship in the company, in the history of the company. Hublot made 5 watches, limited edition related with Fuente family, Opus X. So I've been involved extremely directed, almost 100% in the last 2, 3 of them. This is priceless. ST Dupont, yes. French are very different on us. They are the name very high in the proud size, the ego size, because they deserve it, they gain it. I work with them. I went to Paris. I see people, and I work with Ellie Blue the same. I went to the headquarters. I saw the people, talked with the people, show my vision. They accept it. They love it, and we sell it, and they sell it. So you know what? The rest is story, like I say. And like I told you before, this is the imagination. This is the inspiration. I don't know. This is the lights that I have to do things, maybe a different way than others. But I'm totally confident, totally in peace that is organic. They this is a prices in my career have those names in my curriculum. You know what? I building my new website and I asked them, all the CEO, for a accolade, a quotation about my job. They don't heritage. They send me right away, and this is priceless. This is that's the account. That's it. They appreciate uh, my collaboration, my addition of the brand, and like you say, Jose, it is easy. It's not easy work with them. It's not easy in any single sense. But at the same time, I'm really happy and really appreciated that.
Manny, you've you're rocking this through the roof. I mean, you're spending years working on the image, on the logos, on the artwork side by side with Carlito Fuente. Then you go off and you're designing watches with the LVMH Hublot Group. You know, you're talking about the biggest luxury company on the entire planet. Um, you're working with various other ultra luxury brands such as Dupont, such as Elie Bleu. And then to come and crown all of this, Manny, you set up your own company, the Manny Iriarte Enterprises, and you're just putting the cherry on the cake. You're designing some of the most gorgeous, gorgeous accessories with the Opus X or with the Fuente names on them. And you're just taking everything, everything to the next level. This is crazy. This is the lifetime achievement. This is a lifetime dream. Tell us a little bit more about this and tell everybody out there, you know, what is Manny Iriarte Enterprises and what can they expect in terms of products and in terms of magic coming out of your design rooms and your factories.
Thank you, Roman. Money Art Enterprise, it's a it's a dream that I have from the day one that I've been in this country. I don't know what field I'm gonna choose it. I don't know what uh, specialize that I wanna choose to make money at like a company, and it was related with Carlito again. Money at Enterprise born the day that Fuente Carlito give me the chance to develop my vision with the same name, but it's Fuente Opus X Society is a project that came in my mind in 2013, 8, 9 years ago. So I presented to them, I presented to Carlito. Carlito loved it. It wasn't the time. It wasn't the time, correct time to develop that. 2 years ago in 2019, finally we get together again. and we say, you know what, Opus X, they have a power already to develop another uh, line of luxury thing that's support the that name in the worldwide side. So we came out with Opus X, Fuente Opus X Society, and my vision is that the Opus X is not the cigar only. Opus X is a lifestyle. I want to push. I want to get the chance that people see that the Opus X is the lifestyle. People save a cigar, Opus X cigar, for the major event on their life. Newborn celebration, New Year Eve, a Christmas, a gift, a special gift, a special day, a special moments. So Opus X, I try to create the line of accessories that the people wearing, the people using, the people enjoying, not only cigars related. Have to be glasses, scotch, leathers, duffel bags, eh, everything that are people that have a love for the brands, not almost 100% a love for the Opus brand. Fuente brands or another cigar brand, they have they feel the necessity of wearing that products. So it's a lifestyle. This is my vision. Put Opus X brand in another level like a Hublot did it, because Hublot opened a lot of doors for Opus X. Be part of, honored, be part of that. But this is my vision. Main luxury lifestyle items that the people can enjoy it and the people feel proud of wearing or using. This is my vision that's put Opus X in the next level of lifestyle, main lifestyle.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard the man. Lifestyle, lifestyle, lifestyle. This is what it's all about. It's about keeping tradition. It's about keeping heritage. It's about keeping quality. Lifestyle is an inherent part of that. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start wrapping it up, there's a segment we cannot miss, and it's time for Rich's Riot. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Rich's Riot.
Hi, everybody. Hello, Manny. I'm sure you don't recall, but many years ago, maybe 10 or 12 years ago, I bumped into you at IPCPR, PCA, RTDA, one of those shows, and I walked up and introduced myself and saying, "So you're the famous Manny Iriarte." And you said, "Famous?" I said, my background is in design, textile design, clothing design, etc. And when you understand design, you understand design talent. And you had it then, and you've expanded upon it. So welcome back to the show for your second time. And a couple of quick ones for this week. Okay, here's a question probably Jose can answer. How are pizza and sex alike? No matter how bad it is, you're still happy you got a piece. Okay, so, all right, what's the difference between a G-spot and a golf ball? A guy will actually go looking for a golf ball. Okay, so why does it take 1 million sperm to fertilize one egg? The bastards won't stop and ask for directions. Okay, guys, I appreciate the time. Manny, God bless you. It's great to have you on again. See you all again next week.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rich. That was wonderful. Thank you.
It's
Thank
funny
you.
because I thought that Don Rickles had died years ago. I guess this is the reincarnation of Don Rickles. Jeremiah doesn't know a lot about Don Rickles, and I don't think Manny goes, but That Rickles, I mean, I don't want to even talk about that. The shit that man said at that time, you can't say it today. But anyway, to wrap it up, Manny, I'm glad you accepted our invitation for the second time. I'm personally, I've known you for maybe 15, 16 years. When we call each other, we always say Fadul. It's an inside joke about Dr. Fadul in Dominican Republic who makes Don Rickles look like Santa Claus.
Ernesto, Doctor Ernesto.
Ernesto Fadul, yeah. I mean, if this would be in English, he would have the most watched show in the United States.
No question.
Yes.
No question about it, right, Manny? And
Yes.
But anyway, listen, Manny, it's always a pleasure to see you. Last time we were in Santiago, we had some great food together. I've known you for years. I'm very happy for you. And the only thing I can say is keep doing what you do, your art, your honesty, your friendship, your loyalty, and your willingness to prove that when you're willing to work, when you're willing to be honest, when you're willing to really do what you got to do and make the sacrifices, you will become successful. Because like I said, the American dream is not just to come here. The American dream is to work and show that you have the will and the willpower and the dedication to do something great like you've done. Hermano,
Thank you,
un
Jose.
abrazo.
Thank you, Carlitos. Thank you, Meerapfel. It's a beautiful song that I was looking for, and thank you for what are you doing too. Okay, because every single Sunday, people started watching, people started chasing. What is the team? What is the invitation? And thank you one more time, you guys. It's an honor for me being the professor from a lot of places in the world, Brussels, Dominican Republic, Macedonia. It's crazy, Miami. So this is about it. Join people, get together. Okay, thank you very much for inviting me, Calido.
Hermano, Manny, first of all, I have to say that after listening to the professor in his last few words, Jose, I take back all the horrible things I always thought about you, man. I just want to know, man, checkmate. You got me on that one, everything you said. As far as Manny, what could I say now that I don't tell everybody who even questions who I am or what Manny means to me? It's the same. It's a friend. I think he said it all. It's about friendship. Manny is such Manny's there for me all the time. And not in a selfish way, but in a grateful way. And man, Jose, the one thing you didn't mention when you're describing Manny, and yes, you described him very, very well. You didn't mention the word loyalty. That is a word that to the old Cubanos and to the old tobacco man, loyalty is one of the most powerful words, equal to gratitude. And that's one thing I recognize in Manny. He was loyal in his beliefs. He was loyal in his dedication to his family, because I saw Manny. I met Manny when he was going through his biggest struggles. Manny would not rest. He worked around the clock, but for one reason, to find a way to bring his nephews, his nieces, his sister, everyone, his father, everyone out of Cuba. I saw that. To me, that is a value in a human being that you will not possess if you're not loyal to your upbringing, loyal to your teachings, and that loyalty could be applied to everything. So I think that is a very powerful word. And Manny, I think we also, Rich Meyerberg is there listening from day one, Cigar Family Charitable Foundation. One thing that was not mentioned about the Fuente Open Sex Society is your contribution to the foundation. Why Fuente Open Society is so important, because of your contribution through every sale. your contribution that goes to the Cigar Family Travel Foundation to change this world one child at a time. You change it with your magic, you change it with your creativity, but also you understand, which I respect highly, the responsibility of giving back. And those that plant the seeds, that's an old Cuban thing. El que siembra su maíz cosecha su frijol. Tú cosechado porque tú has sembrado con lealtad, amor, sensibilidad y un esfuerzo grande. Y por eso Dios te protege y te deseo todo lo mejor de la vida, hermano. God bless you, and God bless America.
Yes.
For allowing talent to come into our country, which is now your country, but talent come in and continue to contribute, because when it's all said and done, the older I become, the more I realize we are all one.
Thank you, Baba. Love you.
I love you too.
Manny, you're all mine
Baba.
now. Well, listen, I mean, I have sitting in front of me definitely one of the most talented people in our industry. Not that I want to brag about this in front of you, Manny, but your talent and what you've managed to pull together over the last 10, 15 years is just incredible. That on top of a extremely gentle and kind, good person, makes you a very, very, very special human being. We're blessed. I'm blessed to be able to see you at work and see you create all this magic. It's not many times that in one's life you can see from your own eyes artists that are able to bring such beauty out of a pencil or out of a computer screen. And I've had the real chance in my career to be able to see someone like you do that. I've seen your work and I've seen how you've brought it out, and it's honestly, it's very, very, very special. That packaged in a wonderful human being and somebody who's always smiling and always full of energy, just goes to show that God willing, you stay healthy and keep doing what you're doing, Manny, and your career is just taking off to a level which I think nobody knows where it's going to stop. And I think everybody who's around you is so proud of just being around you and in you and what you're achieving. We're all very happy, but just as importantly, I think everybody is very impressed. And when I was walking around a few weeks ago on the PCA shop floor and seeing the products that have come out of your brain and out of your hands, it's very, very, very impressive, Manny. Very, very impressive. And even though you've always been talented and there's always been incredible things that you've been doing, you're just going up, 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 up in terms of talent, and up, up, up in terms of spectacular output, and up, up, up in terms of creativity. And where is this all going to stop? I don't think so. I just think it's going to go to the moon. So congratulations.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you,
really,
my brother.
it's impressive.
Appreciate it.
It's really
Appreciate it.
impressive.
Thank you.
So for anybody out there who has not yet had the experience or the chance of seeing Manny Iriarte products, the Opus X Society, I would strongly, strongly recommend you take a look, because if not, you are missing out on something.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. Your word mean a lot, for real. See you soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was another incredible episode of the Fuente and Meerapfel Meet the Professor. Next week on the show, Professor.
Next week, we're going to have someone of the new generation, somebody more or less, I think, your age, somebody very close to Carlito, somebody which I've known since he was a kid too, that I've known his father well, but I know that you and Carlito are very close to his father. We're going to have Satya Levine next week. That's going to be another interesting show. And again, it's all about family business. So,
Jose, Satya Levine, has he ever been on a talk show before?
I don't know, to be honest. You know, a lot of people ask me, because I interact more with the media people, how do you get these guys on? And I tell them it's my good looks and my charm, and that's the truth.
All right. Well, I'm sure next week's going to be very special because I'm sure Satya doesn't come around too often to talk shows or to any shows for that matter. He's a very, very intelligent and very discreet young man. But for those who don't know Satya, Satya is the CEO, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or the president of Ashton Cigars and of Holtz. And I'm sure he has one or two things to say about our industry.
Definitely, definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen, another episode of the Fuente and Meerapfel Meet the Professor. Remember to take care of yourselves and of each other. And if you don't do it with passion, don't do it at all. See you next week, same time, same place. Bye-bye for now. Thank you, Manny.
Thank you, Bubble.
That was
Thank you.
beautiful. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
guys.
Thank
If
you.
I